Hello, this is Dare Tebbers with your Farming Simulator 2013 Mod Spotlight. Hello again, and if in the last mod you didn't get tired of me saying the word poop repeatedly, I get to do it again because while the Abbey manure handling pack was great, the FSUK mod team also has another poop handling pack. Well, it's one vehicle actually, and the nice thing is it's self-propelled. So it's actually a Volvo BM825 self-propelled slurry tanker. So it's, $33,000. Sure. Volvo doesn't really sell these. These are conversions that you can do. So it's hard to actually find data on it. Horsepower is correct for that model of Volvo. We got a 2,500 gallon or 11,000 liter tank. $100 a day maintenance. So let's buy this Volvo and check it out. Look at our new Volvo poop tank. Look at that. Nice big Volvo truck. Ooh, it's got a whale. It's got a picture of a whale. Alright. Little poo spreading bit on the back. No tags, so apparently it is not road legal, but it's going to be road legal now. Let's get inside and let's get in the cab. Yeah. Okay. So what are we going to do here? Let's get out of the cab a second. Now we can open the hatch. Can we open the hatch? We can open the hatch, but I think I have to start the... Oh, wait. What? Hello? I bet you have to start the engine. Yep, gotta start the engine. So we can open the hatch. So it actually works with the nurse tank off of the Abbey manure handling pack. So you can use the nurse tank. There's no hitch on the Volvo here, so you can't tow the nurse tank, but you can use the nurse tank. So that's good. B, turn on. I need to fill it first. All right, so let's get back in the cab and enable the IC. Anything over here? No. Anything over here? No. No. I can open my door. How about that? I can open my door. I'm spreading poo. I'm not going to open my door. I'm not crazy. There's no door around that side. Okay. So let's get back inside. Press some keypad buttons. 1, blinker. 3, blinker. 2, hazards, because we are hazardous. 4, 5, 6. 6 turns on my rear lights. Good. 7, 8, 9. Home. Look at that. Flashing beacons. So we can do this. Watch out. Poop coming through. Okay, enough of that. And then F turns on our front lights. And 2F turns on both lights. So excellent. Alright, so let's see what kind of speed. Articulated. Of course it's articulated. Let's get some speed on our Volvo. 20, 25. Not bad. I mean, it is a big piece of equipment, so we'll head over to the cows. Ooh, there's a beacon on the back. Oh, look, the beacon on the back goes too. Let's turn that on. Let's turn on our flashers so nobody runs into us. I think it's actually pretty well articulated. Look how the front end and the rear end are actually fully independent, so it actually torsions the cab a little bit. Excellent. All right, we can turn that stuff off now. All right, so I will be back when we're at the cows. We'll fill this up with poo. That field's done, so there's a field over there that needs some spreading done. And we'll check out the spread on the Volvo slurry tanker. So we'll be back in a moment. All right, we're back at the cows. Time to fill up our tanker. We've got all kinds of buttons and controls. I wish you could press the buttons and actually get something to happen. That'd be cool. Flip switches, press button, that would be awesome. I did notice that the gauges do work. This gauge and this gauge, they do work. Oh good, we're full. So let's head off. And the pedal actually works a little bit. So, actually it's pretty cool. I bet you the fuel gauge works as well. We'll definitely be able to find out, considering I've got the manual ignition mod and we just slurp fuel in this mod. So we've got 11,360 liters of liquid manure, and we're heading to our our other field to start some spreading. So we'll be back when we've got our messy tanker truck. Actually, you know what? It's not that far of a drive. Well, stream. Yeah, I could go straight, but that would just lead to disaster. So yeah, we'll be back when we get to the field. All right, we're coming up to the field, and I was actually thinking about the nurse tank on the way down here and whether I could tow the nurse tank, and then I realized it didn't matter because there's no PTO on this, so I couldn't actually use the nurse tank even if I could tow the nurse tank. So you still would need a tractor for that. So let's line up, go and hit 2 and turn on our poo spreader. So the spread looks about equal to the Abbey tankers, so you're really not losing much there. The advantage, of course, is that we're self-propelled. So in theory, this is a little bit easier because you don't need the tractor. Or you can have the tractor along the hull of the nurse tank. And the nurse tank would let you spread for longer. So that, I think the Volvo self-propelled slurry tanker would be definitely a nice addition to a farm. If you have cows already and you got your cows going and producing the manure, it's sort of free fertilizer, so you might as well use it. And the Volvo being self-propelled, I think it's a help to you. But I could be wrong. You might prefer the Abbey. I just think the use of a single tractor instead of having to haul two around would be good. So it looks like we'll be able to cover not a heck of a lot of this field. I guess we need an extra large tank on the back of this Volvo. Or a fleet of Volvos. A fleet of Volvos carrying liquid cow poo. So this is the self-propelled Volvo slurry tanker by the FSUK mod team. The link is in the description as always. I think it's a nice mod, a nice addition, especially if you have the Abbey manure handling pack, because you can make good use of the nurse tank off the Abbey manure handling pack. So until next time, it's been Derek Tebbers with your Farming Simulator 2013 Mod Spotlight.